Hey guys, in today's video we are taking a little step back from the makeup and I'm going to be sharing with you a very super quick and easy hair tutorial. Now I am by no means an expert in hair and my hair does not look perfect most of the time. However, I definitely know how to create waves in a really short space of time. So if you are interested in how I go from this to this, then please do keep on watching. I'm sure that you're here because, like me, you are a super busy person and you don't actually have the time to be spending on makeup and hair every single morning. And what I found about this routine is it takes me around about 10 to 15 minutes. And I definitely find that with the waves that I create in my hair, they last me up to 3 to 4 days. But by day 4, I just have it up in a pony, to be honest with you. So I usually wash my hair the night before waving my hair. I mean, I can do it on the same day, but that's just more time consuming. So before I go to bed, I will wash my hair and I will show you a little bit of footage about how I prep my hair the night before. And honestly, there is not much to it at all. I towel dry my hair to get rid of as much moisture as I can. And then I go in with some Moroccanoil, which is my favourite. This just helps to detangle my hair and just make my hair a little bit more manageable before I go ahead with the blow drying. I then separate my hair into sections and I then go in with some heat protector, which is so important if you're going to blow dry and especially if you're going to curl your hair with a tool. And I apply the heat protector to 3 different sections. The Kerastase heat protector is probably my favourite, and you basically just put this onto the hair when it's wet. You can get ones that you apply when dry, but this is my preferred way. Then I go in and just blast it with the hairdryer just to get rid of most of the water and moisture in there before I blow dry the hair. People do ask me if I straighten my hair before curling it or waving it, and I don't. I just go in and I blow dry it. I just take a really big barrel brush, as one shown here. I think this is a ball brush. I just got it off Amazon. It's really good and doesn't break the hair. And I just take small sections. You should probably take smaller sections than what I am. Make sure you point the nozzle in a downwards direction from root to tip, as this will help to close the hair cuticle and will encourage a more smooth and shiny finish. And blow and dry my hair, it's not perfect, I'm not great at it, but it does give me a good base for when I go ahead and wave my hair. This is the night before, so I now go to sleep and I won't touch it again until it's time to use the curlers. So here we are the morning after. I haven't touched my hair, I've just brushed it. I have quite a thick head of hair and I have a lot of hair, which makes it really heavy. So when I used to curl my hair with the straighteners, for example, they just wouldn't hold as well. So the only things that really work for my heavy hair are the tools that I use today. But this is going to be a tutorial using a hair curler. I don't think it matters which one you use. If you have one that you think is really good, then use that. It really does not matter. I did always used to use my straighteners to curl my hair, but honestly, I just didn't like the curl that it was giving and I found it a little bit too complicated. Honestly, that's when I decided to invest in one of these. It's a hair curler, the GHD curve. This is the classic curl. It has quite a slim barrel. Because my hair is so heavy, I felt like I was better going for kind of more of a smaller one because it would give me a slightly tighter curl wave and then it would drop automatically on its own anyway, because your hair will drop after putting curls into your hair no matter what. But this is a really good curler. It's the best one that I've ever used. So I'm just going to turn that on and just let it heat up for a moment. So obviously in my hair already, I have the Moroccanoil, which has smoothed my hair down, but I've got, most importantly, the heat protection spray in there. You really do need to be using a heat protector because, you know, having heat on your hair, especially direct heat that comes off something like this, is going to damage your hair if you do not protect it. So not supposed to be a lecture, but, you know, just a wise piece of advice. do protect your hair. So the first thing that I do, and this brush it's called King Hair and Beauty. I got that from the hairdressers, but it's a really nice brush and it has kind of wide bristles as well, which makes it good for when we're going to brush out the waves later. So I kind of just section my hair into 3 like I did with the drying. So I have a bottom layer, a middle layer and a top layer. So I am just going to section my hair and just leave a little bit down all the way round. And I'm just going to pin that up. Let's be honest, getting the back of your hair, it seems like an impossible task, doesn't it? But what I do is I just kind of part it down the back and bring 2 sections forward of equal size. Okay, so we've got the hair sectioned, and it looks like I have a lot of hair, but it really is a very thin bottom layer. Because I don't want to burn my hand, I use a heat protective glove. I've had this for a long time. I should have 2 gloves really, but you know, I must have been feeling a little bit stingy. So I only bought 1 and I swapped them around. I just got this off Amazon. So I will try and find it and I will link it below. So the key here is that you are going to take small sections. So it needs to be kind of, I would say, about 1 inch, not more than 1 inch wide, because any more than that, it will curl. It will definitely curl, but it might not hold. So we're just going to do it in little sections like this. And it honestly, once you get the hang of this, it's so super easy. And we're going to take our curler and we're going to flip it to point down. Now, in terms of direction, with the first few pieces at the front of my head, I like to go backwards and then I will rotate the curls kind of going forwards and backwards. We're not going to be curling the top part of our hair. We're going to be kind of starting halfway down. So we're going to point the curler down and then wrap from halfway, and you're just wrapping backwards, and you're going to hold there for maybe about 4 or 5 seconds. And then you're going to shake it into your hand and you're just going to hold it there for a little second and let it drop. Okay, so that looks like a really springy curl there now, but it won't remain like that. So then you're going to take your next piece. So point the wand down and go backwards and then just hold 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm just going to drop it into my hand and I'm just going to hold it there for a little second and then drop. Okay, so you see that one's a little bit thicker, and don't worry about if it looks funny at this stage. Can you see there? It looks a bit funny at the end, but that will look absolutely fine. This time I'm going to grab a piece of hair and instead of wrapping towards my back, I'm going to wrap forwards. So you can go, if you want more of a Hollywood style kind of wave or curl, you can just wrap backwards the whole time and it will still look really lovely. And sometimes I do that, but for this one I'll show you both ways. So this time I'm going to wrap towards the camera and I'm going to hold there for 4 or 5 seconds, and you don't really want to be holding it for any longer than that because that will just be damaging. People tell you to hold for 10 seconds or whatever. You really don't need to. So can you see there's another one. Now don't forget, these are going to drop. So these are the curliest that they're going to look. If we just go to the other side, I'll just show you the front bit quickly. So I've swapped gloves. Be careful not to burn yourself. So just taking a small section of hair, again pointing down, I am wrapping towards the back. Wrap it round quickly and then just jiggle it, let it go into your hand and hold it for a little second and let it drop. I'm just going to finish off this little section by alternating forwards and backwards. So that's the bottom section done really quickly. The more you do this, the quicker you will be. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to section my hair. We will start on that. And we're going to do exactly what we did before. So we're going to take a, let me put my glove on. I'm going to take a section of hair. So we're just going to take our curler again. We're pointing down and we are going backwards. So point down halfway and wrap and hold 5 and just jiggle it gently into your hand and then just hold there for a little sec. Okay, don't be alarmed when the curls come out springy because they will drop. In fact, if they come out springy, that's a good thing. And then we're going to go backwards once again. So we're going to wrap and hold. Now if you have a curler that doesn't have this clicky thing, even better. I don't know what I thought I was going to be doing with that. I had actually seen that being used in tutorials and thought that I liked the look of it, but actually I could just do without it. So if I had my time again, I would probably choose a curler that doesn't have the clip on because I don't use it. I'm just going to finish off the back of my hair by alternating the direction. Remember, don't pick up massive sections of hair. It's really, really important. I've done that before and I've been like, oh my gosh, why are my curls not holding? And it's because the sections were just a bit too big. Pointing down and wrapping back. Always wrapping back around my face and dropping into my hand and holding. Okay, so I'm going to continue and finish off this section of hair. So once I've completed the section, I just kind of lift the hair up just to see if I've missed any bits or if anything it needs to just going over a little bit and everything seems okay. If you are in the middle of doing it and your mind wanders and you forget which way you've gone, forwards or backwards, and you just can't figure it out, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. This is not supposed to be a perfect hairstyle. You may have, like me, a bit of a section at the front where you might have bangs or, you know, old bangs like I do. So I just leave these to last. So I just kind of figure out where they are. I will do those, but they will be last. And I'm literally going to go in and do this top layer like I've done every layer. So without boring you, I will go ahead and I will do this on the rest of the top layer. So just the same as all the layers. Okay, so this is how we're looking. The only bits that I've not done are my bangs or the very front section. If you don't have bangs, you just continue to do the front sections as we've done all along. I do them in the exact same way that I do the other front parts of my hair. This is how long the front section is. And I just don't wrap it as much because I don't want the front bit to be as curly. So I just point down again, and again we're wrapping towards the back. We're going backwards, and I just kind of wrap it once and hold it like that, and then drop. Now I just want it to kind of wave backwards. Can you see there? It just a really kind of loose little curl there. And I'm just going to do the same on the other side. I don't know whether to fully grow these bangs out or not. Like I had proper bangs, like a full-on pretty much fringe. They were a lot of maintenance, a lot. So grabbing the bangs, pointing down and kind of just wrapping it. It's kind of like a 1.5 wrap, and I don't keep it on for as long. Okay. So that's as much curl as I want from this one. So straight away, this is the look that you are left with. You can leave it here if you want. You don't have to do anything further, but you can go in with your brush and you can brush out those curls even further. So it will just be a little bit more natural and a little bit more wavy. So when it comes to brushing through your hair, a wide tooth comb is probably the best thing to use. I like to use this brush. It's got wide bristles on there. Honestly, just use whatever you have. So what I tend to do is I just really lightly just brush through the curls if I want something a bit softer. So just a quick brush. You don't have to go in hard. And it just gives more of a softer wave to the hair, as you can see. So the waves are still there, so don't be afraid to brush them, but it is just a little bit more softer, a little bit more Hollywood-esque looking. These curls will hold without spray, that's for sure, but obviously if you're going somewhere, you want a guaranteed last of a curl, you're going to want to use some sort of spray. Now, in terms of hairspray, just use what you have. I have used many hairsprays, from really affordable to really expensive, and my favourite, it goes without saying, is the Moroccanoil. This is in medium strength. I can't tell you how incredible this hairspray is. So this will give your hair some serious hold, but it's completely weightless. You cannot feel it on your hair. I don't know what sorcery it is, but I love it. Don't ask me where the cap is. I broke it and it's somewhere lying around. It's not sticky, it's not heavy, it doesn't leave your hair hard and horrible. It just gives your hair the most beautiful hold. And I wish I could tell you how good this smells. If I'm going out somewhere, I will spray my hair just to give it that little bit of extra hold and security. So just a really light spray. Make sure you're not spraying your face. Oh, the smell. Just spray those curls lightly. So there you go, the absolute easiest hairstyle ever. As I said, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to hair. Not a clue. Honestly, that routine, 10 minutes and I'm good to go. Don't worry about what hair curler you're using. Obviously, I would recommend massively the GHD curlers. I mean, just the GHD range in general. Nothing ever compares to these for me. They're just so reliable, and if you're a little anxious Annie like me, it has a really good safety feature where it will turn off if it's been inactive. I think it's for about 15 minutes. Even when I've not used my hair curler, I will convince myself that I've left it on in the house. So that feature gives me a lot of peace of mind. And please do make sure that you are using some sort of heat protector on your hair before you put this heat onto it. I can recommend the Kerastase. It is very good, but it's a little bit pricey actually. If you have any good hair protectors that you use that are really affordable, please do leave them in the comments for us. And just to finish off again by saying, if I can do this, you can definitely do this. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I so appreciate you being here with me. If you found this video helpful in any way, please do consider subscribing, because I would love to have you here. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next one. But until then, take care and bye for now.